Howdy folks, Representative Jared Patterson coming to you again to talk about property taxes. You may have seen my video a couple of months ago about protesting your valuations right after the Denton Central Appraisal District sent out their proposed values. We did that video. It got such rave reviews. I wanted to make sure that people knew where we are in the process and kind of what's coming up next. You are not done as it relates to property taxes in 2020. You've got more work to do. So let's talk about that. The value process that we've been in, you did receive a letter in the mail from Denton Central Appraisal District. From there, you have the opportunity to protest. Hopefully everyone watching this video did protest their property values. Most of you are done with that process. You either accepted what the county gave you or you protested. Some of you are still in the appeal phase, meaning that you have not come to terms yet with the appraisal district. Typically, that's very few people in general that are in that appeal phase. What they're ultimately trying to get to is the certified value of property values in 2020. So January 1st, 2020, the certified values for each property. This is the goal of the entire process, and this is where we're headed, and I'll tell you why that's important just here in a minute. But the second half of this coin is the tax rate and the budget. Every taxing entity that you live under, so a city, a county, a school district, if you live in a special district like a water district or a municipal utility district or other types of special districts, each one of those adopts a tax rate and a budget every single year. And they do that based on the certified values. So let's talk about that. They first kind of estimate where they think the values will end up so that they can kind of determine what their proposed budget and tax rate are. And this is where you are right now. You are here. Very important that you understand that this is the place that you are right now, because this is where the action has to come from you. This is where you have to reach out to your locally elected officials, form that relationship with them, talk to them about what's important to you in the budget process, and make sure that they agree to adopt a no new revenue tax rate or lower this year. Especially with COVID-19, the last possible thing that we need as a society right now is rising property taxes. So let's talk about that. They are proposing a budget right now. Those are all open meetings. You have the ability to go find out what's in that budget, find out where everybody stands on that, find out what tax rates that they want to adopt to be able to fund that budget. This is your money and it's your responsibility to be involved in that. Once they get these certified values, again, the certified values that's so important here with the appraisal district, once those certified values come in, they're able to adopt their tax rate. So let's talk about that. What they do is they take the certified values and they do a series of calculations there. And one of the things that they calculate is what's called the no new revenue tax rate. So I mentioned that earlier, the no new revenue tax rate. Very, very important. It used to be called the effective tax rate. What that means is that when your property value increases, the tax rate that you're charged should go down and completely offset the rise in property values. Your values ought to be able to rise by $1 million, and you should have no direct effect on the property taxes that you pay, because each of these entities should be adopting the no new revenue tax rate this year or lower. I mean, it would be great if they wanted to actually cut taxes. The biggest myth out there is when someone says, I lowered your tax rate. If they didn't lower it enough to offset the rise in appraised value, they have actually raised your property taxes. So before they adopt a tax rate, before this whole thing's said and done, get involved, find out what tax rate they're going to adopt. Because of SB2 and HB3 that we did last session, the old law was an 8%, so 8% cap on how much revenue they could raise your property taxes by each and every year. And a lot of times folks have hit that 8% cap every time. That is no longer the law. The law on the land, the law of the land right now is Senate Bill 2, a 3.5% cap on cities and counties, and House Bill 3, a 2.5% cap on school district property taxes. And again, that's the lion's share of where you pay your property taxes is with the school district there. I'm Jared Patterson. It is my honor to serve you in the Texas House. Thank you for that blessing. You can reach me at jaredpatterson.net, or you can reach my district office anytime at 214 494-6498. God bless you and God bless the great state of Texas.